Hi, so let's start a quick analysis at the end of the day. And it looks really good. At least the mid cap IT sector was able to perform, and hence we can see companies like Naukri, Mindtree over here, Birlasoft also. These were a few of the companies which I actually mentioned yesterday, and also FSL closed around about 160. This was actually a very good day, and also definitely LTI very strong positions are getting created, and from here we can definitely expect a sizable move towards the levels of 7,000. These are few of the companies, and I think it was very evident that there will be a move like this. And the reason for this was pretty simple. It was just that all the shots they were getting closed just before a big event. Similarly, yesterday we discussed about UBL. So UBL was also able to give us a good move towards 1650, and then it was able to close above 1600. This is actually looking good. Other than that, of course, you have a good move came in Bank of Baroda and Canara Bank. So just before this uh, budget session tomorrow, it seems like the market is anticipating something good going to happen for at least the PSU banks. Other than that, Indian Hotel, I think this is also something which has something to do with the tourism theme, and Tata Motors, maybe it has something to do with the EV theme. So these are a few of the stocks which actually gave us a good intraday move. So similarly, you can see companies like DLF also closed at day's high. So in general, it was more like a good run which happened. Definitely, my whole as I mentioned yesterday, so my whole focus was in IT, and I'm really happy with the way the trades went today. For IRCTC also, it went towards 880, where I booked some profits, which I've been carrying since the days of 800 and below. So going forward, definitely it's definitely slated for 900. So let's see. This would be also one of the stocks I would be keeping in radar as and when the budget progresses. So just like as we saw in Canara Bank and Bank of Baroda, so State Bank of India also had a huge run towards the levels of 540 plus. So this was also a really good moving counter. Similarly, SBI Life also was able to give us a good move, and going forward it seems like maybe 1250 can be easily achievable from here. So let's see. Actually, at the end of the day, it seems like so of course we can understand the positions in mid cap IT. All the shorts are getting closed, so this has something to do with mainly I think this FII trying to close their positions, and because maybe they are actually thinking of a good move coming after the budget. But in general, the focus has been mainly in PSU banks and definitely in few of these tourism related companies. At one point of time, Reliance was also trading at 2400, but it was unable to maintain. PFC also, in general, today all the PSUs they were actually moving good, but I think these are just because of the sentiments, and I'm not very much positive about the move which is going to come in all this PSUs. Just like Concord was also hovering at 650 at one point of time. So these are looking good in the sense, but I would be skeptical of these moves to continue after the budget. Definitely, things can change as and when the budget progresses, and we would be tracking it. Just like BEL today had a huge gap up opening, and within the first 5 minutes, it hit this levels of 220, and then throughout the day, it was trading around about at 200. So this would also be one of the stocks we would be tracking for definitely. If you open the BEL chart, you will see it has been taking a support around about this 200 levels. 195 to 198 at this level has been acting like a support for 3-4 times. So let's see. Cipla also a good move came in, and it went towards the levels of 950. We discussed yesterday. For now, at least the target of 965 to 970 should be achievable in just a couple of sessions, if at least the sentiment of the market doesn't drastically change. Similarly, UBL actually had a good move as we saw, but McDowell was unable to. It's just lingering. Similarly, Lupin is also trying to get some support at 900. So now we have entered stocks which have had no meaningful run today. So let's skip all of them. This is not very interesting. So let's see at stocks which were unable to perform today. So one of them is definitely in my radar was Escorts. I am very much tracking this company, and I was expecting a closing above 1850. The reason is maybe this has something I was expecting. Maybe this will show some budget related move, either in the positive or in the negative direction, but there was nothing which happened. Similarly, yesterday we discussed about Dixon. I think going forward, this is going to definitely go towards the levels of 5000. So try to keep this in radar. This are really good structures, and it seems like there are a lot of positions which are getting added right now. So these are few of the. And similarly, I was also expecting some move in some power sector companies, so that also didn't happen. Indigo also, it was just trying to get some support around about at 1850 levels. So this is still in my radar, and definitely I think going forward, I am expecting some move to come in Indigo, at least just in the next one or two trading sessions, no matter which direction the move comes in. But definitely it seems like it's poised for a move. And similarly, you can see there is also this move which can come in companies like Bell. This is something, and definitely Metropolis, this is also looking really good. So going forward, if it's able to hold this levels of 2500 on a closing basis, then again this Metropolis can have a good run. So maybe it has something to do with some new policy might be coming in terms of testing. And this is the same positions are also getting created in Lotus Labs. So both Metropolis and Lotus Labs have some positions which are getting created. So this would definitely be something which I would be keeping on my radar. Other than, of course, you have a few of these companies like Apollo Hospital. So this was not able to so it's just trying to hover around about this 4500 levels. So this is interesting. Dalmia Bharat, today it seems like there are a lot of positions which have been added in Dalmia Bharat. So together with Exide, and from the looks of it, it seems like Exide is going to easily break the levels of 170, and maybe it can then slide more towards the levels of 160. So this would again be something which I would be tracking. Other than that, the companies which didn't do well today was Tata Chem together with Idea, and you have UPL also. This was more of a result move. MCX also, strong positions are getting added, and maybe going forward we can see again levels of 1500 in MCX. And similarly, Kotak Bank had a good fall, and so did IndusInd Bank after the result. So these are all result based moves. And Kotak Bank also, it went and closed near day's low below 1900, and so was Atul. Atul is right now facing a resistance at 10,000 levels. On these days we were talking about 10,000, and then it actually shortened very near to 10,800. And so these are few of the sectors. And also, Coal India is also. So from a budget perspective, definitely there are this mid cap IT which is actually performing good, and this might have something more to do with FIIs than the budget in general, or maybe there would be something which is coming out in this related to the service sector. Other than that, I can really not see much of a pattern. Definitely the PSU banks have been running good, but I think this is more based on more sentiment rather than an actual move, right? And so there's not much we can say. So it's more like a short covering move. Yeah, you can say the market was having in general. And definitely, other than mid cap IT, I wouldn't be much more stressing on any of any particular sector. So that's it. And maybe this video is going to help you in finding some trades. So we are going for the budget. Let's hope for the best, and we never know what surprises are going to be there. In general, I will definitely try to keep away from all the PSU banks and make sure that I am only trading as and when the data is forming. I will try to be, if I get time, I will try to be verbose, and I will try to put some trades. Lately I've been busy, and so I have not been very active in Twitter. Hope this video is going to help you, and have a nice day. Bye bye.